What's up, you guys? Joe Dobby here, back at it again with another deck profile for you. And I know some of you have been excited for a Creepymon deck reveal and kind of list. So here it is. Mind you, this was not my first draft of the list, actually. My first draft included Skullsatamon and Soulmon, and had a lot of like these memory gaining on the trash of your top of your deck, kind of like shenanigans. But that said, I am running this Cerberus Rush version, and I have been enjoying it so far. I have taken principles from players like Tesero and Digiburst TCG, so go ahead and give them a shout out and thank them for leaking their own lists. But yeah, I've taken these two principles, smashed it into how I like to play Creepymon, and you have this deck right here, which I will reveal to you guys. That said, the Cerberus Rush does offer a lot of crazy shenanigans, like gaining 9 memory back potentially for free. So we're gonna just dive right into it, and I'll guide you through the plays. First, we have 1 copy of this Pagumon and then 4 copies of Demimeramon. So this Pagumon is from the structure deck, and on deletion, you just trash the top 2 cards of your deck. Very good, because there's a lot of number of trash related effects in this deck, obviously, with Creepymon, Jack Raid, so on and so forth. Next, these eggs obviously are just on deletion, draw 1, trash 1. They work very well with the level 4s in the deck, which we will be diving into next. Well, after the rookies, of course. So going into the rookies here, we've got 4 copies of the Gabumon. This Gabumon, since the beginning of time, has been good. So on deletion, inheritable effect, trigger, draw 2, trash 1. Very straightforward rookie there. Next, we've got 3 copies of Tsukaimon. Never really thought I'd be playing this guy again, but here we are. So Tsukaimon, inheritable, on deletion, gain a memory, which is pretty cool. Last but not least, we've got 3 copies of Elecmon. So Elecmon specifically is very good into the Armor Rush matchup because I run Deathclaws in the deck. So effectively, if you trigger Deathclaw on Elec, Deathclaw will delete one of your Digimon to delete a level 4 or lower Digimon. Prior to its complete resolution, Armor Purge would prevent the Digimon from being deleted, so it would interrupt the Deathclaw, which means that it would Armor Purge and then Deathclaw would fully resolve, leading to Elecmon killing the rookie. Very cool stuff. Next, we are running 4 copies of Scatter Mode. So Scatter Mode is a very, very good card, and I can see this played for like a lot of purple sets moving forward. It just helps you see everything significantly quicker. But that said, it's on deletion, draw 3, trash 2. So yeah, you get to see your pieces more and trash 2 cards and build that trash. With Demimera and Gabu, that's a draw 5? No, that's a draw 6. Wait, sorry. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a draw 6, trash 4, I believe. So very good stuff. And something that neither of these players, Tesero and Digiburst, have been playing, but I've been enjoying, is Troopmon. So Troopmon is kind of like the secret creepy sauce here. It's a placeholder for the now banned Eismon, but I totally don't mind. Troopmon is actually really, really good. On deletion, you may play 1 Troopmon from your from your hand, without paying its memory cost. So all you really have to do is hang on to the troops and trash other things. Or you can trash a troop, get it back with calling, which I run in the deck, and then you can basically set up your next Cerberusmon evolution, which I think is really good. There's a lot of niche plays here where a Troopmon can swing into security if you're at 3 memory, and then when it dies, because it's only a 3k DP, you can play Troopmon and then for 3 memory digivolve into Cerberusmon, and then get into werewolf mode that way, or just accelerate into your Mega, which is a very, very good niche play. And it's a very cool card. Bagra Army. I've got 3 level 4 techs here, guys. I've got Eismon, Promote, and King Kakumon. So the techs are really just situational. Eismon, if I have it, I have it. You know, when I'm discarding, I can just play it and go yet into another Cerberus to facilitate kind of like that whole loop and win condition process. Promote's just there to swing for game with either Troopmon or Eismon. Sometimes I can have a Troopmon swing, it'll die, play Troopmon from hand, Digivolve into Promote for 1, and there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. And then King Kakumon is just there to delete some rookies. if need be, right? Sometimes, you know, I'll be able to Creepymon bring out a Lucemon. Lucemon will delete a Digimon that has Armor Purge, it'll purge, and then the Creepymon can swing. If there's a Kinkaku stack, I trash a card and delete the rookie. So pretty good niche plays there. Still debating on whether I want to take out Kinkaku or Troopmon and fill it with something else, but let me know what you think. Next, guys, we are running 3 copies of Cerberusmon Werewolf mode. It says it's got Rush, obviously, so when you play it from your hand, it can attack. So no summoning sickness, and on play, you may delete one of your Cerberusmon in order to gain 9 memory. So that 9 memory gain means you're basically playing Cerberusmon for free, and then you can facilitate all the effects that come with deleting your Cerberusmon. So very good stuff. Next, we're running 3 copies of Cerberusmon, the good old Cerberusmon. So 6 cost to Evo, to hard play. So if your opponent's bricking and they pass you 4, you could totally just slam this guy down. Make sure to Evo into your rookie first, right? But yeah, on deletion, draw 2, trash 1. So it's a great combo with the werewolf because you slam it, it deletes it, you get to see your pieces more and build that trash a lot better. Last but not least, for the level 5s that you can digivolve over, I guess, 1 copy of Lady Devimon. This guy just helps you kill rookies, post armor purge, etc, etc. And it's also when digivolving, draw 2, trash 2, so very good stuff. Now, the tech in the deck for level 5s are 3 copies of Lucemon Chaos Mode. When you play this from, its on play effect is you can pretty much delete one of your opponent's Tamers, or level 6 or lower Digimon. Pretty kill! So yeah, you can do all that stuff. Very nice. When Digivolving effect is also there, still debating whether I want to add a Lucemon for that extra recovery / being able to Digivolve instead of Hard Slam, but very good stuff. This is a level 5 that can be played by Creepymon, which is our main boss monster, which makes it very, very powerful because then you can continue to loop and go into more Creepymons, which make the process a lot more nutty. Also, its on play is reduced. So the 14 cost to play is reduced by every 10 cards, by 3 for every 10 cards you have in trash. So once you get to like 30 cards in trash, that is a 9 cost reduction. So Chaos Mode is really only a 5 cost, which is very powerful. And very easy to get to and keep your turn in a deck like this. Next, the boss himself, we're running 3 copies of Creepymon. So when Digivolving, you trash the top 2 cards of your deck for each of your opponent's Digimon. So you can trash anywhere between, on average, I trash about 2 to 6 cards. So on average, I trash 4 cards, which is literally what you need to play a level 5 or lower Digimon without paying its memory cost. So here's the combo here. You Digivolve into Creepymon, trash the top 4 cards of your deck, play Lucemon Chaos Mode, delete a Tamer or a Digimon, and then you go into another Creepymon over it, and then you trash again, and then you can play another Lucemon if you can. You know, you just don't delete any Digimon. You can delete Tamers instead and leave the Digimon there so you can keep doing this loopy-doopy combo. Another thing you can do is you can, if you play slower opponents and they don't really delete your level 5s or something, you can leave the Cerberusmon here, and then let's say you just Digivolve into Creepymon over, let's say you've got a Lady Devimon and a Cerberusmon on the board. You Digivolve into Creepymon here, trash 4, and then you play the werewolf mode. Because there's a Cerberusmon here, you can actually delete the Cerberus and facilitate its on-play effect to gain 9 memory. So you're pretty much netting 6 memory gain, which is absolutely insane for a combo like this. So definitely think that is the more fun of the 2 variants. But yeah, so 2 major combos there that you can pretty much easily pull off depending on the matchup, because unless they run Dorogoromon, X Antibody will let you do that all day, you know, which is pretty cool. Next, we've got Lilithmon. which is when Digivolving, if you have 10 or more cards in trash, you can pick up 2 option cards that are purple from trash and add it to your hand. Also, during your turn, when you use an option card, gain 2 memory. So Lilithmon's really there just to further extend and create an even greater advantage off the Jack raids, especially late game. I only run 1 just because once I see her, she's just in my hand until I need her, and I don't really try to trash her or anything like that. There are a ton of trash options in this deck, which means that I don't really need to find another, if that makes sense. Next, running 1 copy of Avenged Kidmon. So Avenged Kidmon is kind of like the idea that started from, like, I came up with Avenged Kidmon in my OG builds for Creepymon way before BT8 was released. However, Tesero kind of shared that he also had Avenged Kidmon in his deck, and he actually ran 2 of them, so that was really cool. But while playing this card from your hand, you reduce its cost by 1 for each option card that both you and your opponent have in trash. And then, on play, you return all cards with 3 Musketeers or option cards to the bottom of each player's deck, and then it just gets slammed. And then for each option card or 3 Musketeers that were returned, I believe, you can delete a Digimon with 8k DP or less, or another 3 Musketeers. So it's actually really good against like a Beelstar rush. If you could just pop Beelstar, you're pretty much good to go. And it saves you from a deck out when you already have Creepymon established, which I think is a very key thing to note. Once you have Creepymon already established, even if your opponent sends 4, 5, 6 options to the bottom of their deck, one swing with Creepy at 20 cards in trash is trash the top 6, right? And by if you're this late, you have 30 cards in trash, guaranteed. So very cool stuff. Next, we are running for the options 3 copies of Jack Raid, Hammer, Spark, and Security, and then you gain a memory for every 10 cards in your trash, which is super powerful. 2 copies of Calling from Darkness realistically might bump it up to 3, but this just returns or deletes one of your Digimon, then return 2 purple Digimon from trash to hand. So you don't actually have to delete a Digimon. As long as you are able to play it for 1, you totally can, and just return, because they're 2 separate clauses in the deck. I mean, in the text. And then security effect, just add to hand. 2 copies of Deathclaw. Now, you may delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 4 lower Digimon. Once again, great combo with Elecmon and Armor Purge. One more thing I wanted to note, that there is a big difference in the text here, so don't think you can resolve Deathclaw in the same way you can resolve Call from Darkness. This is 1 single clause versus Call from Darkness being 2. And this is a card that I did not play in my first iterations of Creepymon, and I'm so glad that I had discussed this with Digiburst and Tesero, because Ultimate Sacrifice, aka Dead or Alive, has been completely broken for me, so I had to run 3. You can play 1 purple Digimon level 5, you may play 1 purple level 5 Digimon card from trash without paying its memory cost. If there are 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play 1 Digimon card with Lucemon in its name instead. So you can actually play the recovery 1 Lucemon depending on the situation, and just go absolutely hard, which is really awesome. Another thing is the Jack Raids combined with Lilithmon make Deathclaw make Dead or Alive actually like super memory efficient, because I choked my opponent to 1 by hard slamming this for 8, because I managed to Jack Raid to 7 and just drop it, which was absolutely insane. And then after dropping it, I managed to play Lucemon Chaos Mode, so I put them to 1 with a Lucemon Chaos Mode, and I'm threatening Creepymon next turn, which was absolutely crazy. So very, very cool card, and it activates from security. So if you have a Cerberusmon out, which is why the Troopmon actually is more valuable as well, because if you can end your turn by dropping Troopmon, going in a Cerberusmon, if you can end your turn going in a Cerberusmon often and you have a Werewolf mode in trash, potentially hitting Dead or Alive could end your opponent's turn, and not just end your opponent's turn, but start you off with whatever memory you get back after gaining 9, which is incredible. We're going into the Tamers here. We've got 3 copies of Analog Youth. So on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a Digimon from among them in trash. the rest, and all turns when one of your Digimon that is level 5 or higher with Digivolution sources is deleted, you can suspend these Tamers to gain a memory and hatch an egg. Now, super clutch, there is only one reason why I am not playing 4, and that is because of Digimon Emperor. I feel that this deck tends to be slowed down, or not slowed down, rushed down, excuse me, by Armor Rush, and I think Digimon Emperor forces your opponent to stay a turn in raising, and then now you can anticipate for that Armor Digimon going up. Chances are it'll die, which will set them back one more Purge or Evo, and then this game has actually won. This card has actually won me some games with Creepymon versus Armor Purge, which I think is really, really good. And whenever your opponent's Digimon level 5 or lower, I believe, is deleted, you can suspend this Tamer to draw one, so you see more pieces. And it's a Yume effect, so it's pretty good. But yeah, opponent's turn, you gain 2 memory when your opponent raises their rookie into the breeding area. So if you put them to 1, you end their turn, if they're not wary or careful. I only run the 1 copy because, why not? I feel like I don't need to. If I see it, I see it. If I don't miss it, so it's okay. But yeah, that is the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like the video, please like it. That way people can see more creepy and purple shenanigans. I stream on Twitch, guys, twitch.tv/JoDobby, and where I test these decks, build Gunpla behind me. I still got a couple in the box. We build them off the sub goals. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Have a good day. Bye.